palace. Caesar says so in 44 BC that those who are nearest us are last served. If I didn't mention the chief at the beginning, it's not because I didn't know how protocol goes. I wanted to mention the palace last because they are nearest to me. You are very welcome, the Secretary of Benin. You are very welcome, the other prominent Benin chief and all other persons, particularly those who are very close to me and I virtually grew up with at a point. You are all welcome to this celebration. You can see intention is to provide for the less privileged. And that is how we want to be known, providing for the less privileged. For those brothers and sisters that one way or the other had had the misfortune of one form of accident in life, and we believe we can create some element of succor to ensure that they can get back to the stream of things within the given society. We appreciate you. We will do our best to continue to do exactly this. The number 11 Awo Street is our business center. What I mean by business center, people with concerns can always come here for one help or the other. But the corporate office of this establishment is at number 105, First East Circular Road, opposite the present Uvi Primary School by St. Joseph's Catholic Church. That is the corporate headquarters. It's a permanent building that cannot be altered. It's a permanent feature that must remain across the tide of times. If you have any problems that you think need to be taken care of, if you cannot get the solution right here at the business center, you will be attended to by a group of experts at the headquarters. That's all I want to contribute. But rest assured that we are not going to be able to provide everything. We are not God. Only God can provide everything. But we do our best to provide as much as humanly possible to keep within the context of human beings and relationships what we can do for you. On that note, what you have here today is the beginning of the beginning. Many things are going to follow. Consignments will keep arriving from Germany and other parts of the world. Courtesy of the president of this organization, the last speaker, who asked me to talk just in process along the line. Many things are going to come around, and it's a continuing process. Continue to pray for the survival of this organization, and with your prayer, we can stand firm and produce what you require. We ask this in Jesus' name.
Speech by the chairman of this great occasion. I want to hand over this mic to the chairman of this occasion, who we all know and we respect, Mr. Chief Isekure, the Isekure of Benin Kingdom. I'm sorry if I do not pronounce your name accordingly.
The Chief Executive of FESH. Yes, Mr. Gordon Lubebo. The CIO, my good friend, Professor Roberto, Vice of Benin. Our coaches present here, Uebaba of Benin and Chigohawan of the Junioto. Our special guest seated opposite us here. Well, I don't know your name, but I know you are a very highly placed personality across there. Our colleagues who are here from different parts of the state of Benin City, the member of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to be here this afternoon. When I received the invitation for this occasion and I saw his name below the letter, and I knew it was a serious business. All the time I used to tell people, how far do they really read the Bible is questionable. Because even though the Christians prefer to say that the Bible belongs to them, which is not anyway. The Bible is a book that belongs to everybody. And if you were to read the Bible critically well, my friend Jesus the Christ was asked a question. He responded, on that day, I will say I was hungry, you never gave me food. On that day, I came to your house, you never gave me shelter. And on that day, I will give you a place to sleep, you never gave me one. And then he said, they will ask, Jesus, when did you come to my house and you asked for food and you were not giving? At what point did you look for a place to sleep and you were not giving? He said, if you had done it to your neighbor, that is the critical point of mankind on earth. If you have done that to your neighbor, then you have done it to me. In other words, there's a huge philosophical statement in that statement. Who is your neighbor? I said, who is your neighbor? Your neighbor is definitely any human being, anywhere. Whether it's Sokoto, Borno, Canada, Germany, anywhere. Any other human being outside yourself is your neighbor. And that's precisely what we are saying today. I feel very touched when I saw my friends here, handicapped one way or the other. If there's something serious happening here today and we are going to escape, they can't escape because of the handicap. And we cannot be talking about Jesus, talking about Allah, talking about anything when the real practical application of those messages are not translated to reality. And I want to commend you that you are translating evangelism to reality, not just noise making. That you sat down in Germany, packaged an outfit like this, where you can affect the life of orphanage, orphans, handicapped people. That is exactly the whole message of love your neighbor as yourself. And I thank you most sincerely for the foresight, for recognizing that every human being is an extension of yourself. If you are wealthy and you hesitate to extend what you have to others, that your wealth is nonsense. Does not make anything. Because at the end of the day, we own nothing, we just use them. You can build all the houses from here to Sokoto, belongs to you, it doesn't belong to you. You own all the cars don't belong to you either. But what belongs to you is what you give to others. What you share with others, that is exactly what you say. What you save is what you lose. I'm happy to see machines here, and we just mentioned too that you are going to help them to get something that will make them more human, something that will make them have access, work like everyone else. And that's exactly why I believe that today you have set a standard so practically oriented, not noise making, that for the first time in Benin City, in earnest, we are seeing people, an NGO, actually coming out with practical solutions to the problem of orphans and handicapped people. I've been to seminars, I've been to areas where people proclaim to be assisting the handicapped people, but they are just mere noise making. Either because when they give them the facility, they sell them, or they have the money, they do just something else from what they are supposed to do. So today, yours is the first, I'm saying it. That's actually demonstrating, the consciousness of man, that our business is to help our brothers and sisters who are indeed God. And today, I'm glad that a lot of people will live here happy. That at least God is not coming from anywhere. Whatever God represents, whatever you understand God to do, will never come from anywhere to help anybody. It is you. We are the responsibility and liability of human being lies with us, not with God, whatever God is. But we represent God. And then we are the channel to which God makes him manifest. And that's why you are here today, and God has made it manifest to you. And God shall continue to strengthen you so that you can, with my friend, Dr. Roberto, to begin to provide more for the less handicapped persons. Having said that, I know that today, a lot of people will go home happy. And when you make other people happy, God will continue to strengthen your life.